episode of the Nah But For Real Though podcast. As usual, I'll start with a Snapple fact. Negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit is the same temperature as negative 40 degrees Celsius. Huh, you learn something new every day. That was a real fact brought to you by Snapple. Snapple, made from the best stuff on earth. Hashtag not an ad, but could be. Nah, but for real though, welcome back to another episode of the Nah But For Real Though podcast. As usual, I'm your host, Famo Goodlove. And this week, we have some sports news. So basically, so basically, um, Shadur, am I saying that right? Shadur Sanders, was a college quarterback who got drafted, but before he got drafted, he was prank called. Now, all I'm going to say about that is, for anyone who like as far as prank calls, nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show does it the best. I'm sorry, I said it. And so yeah, but that's beside the point. So apparently, Mr. Sanders, apparently he fell to the fifth round. I think they said he was supposed to be picked in the second round, but he fell to the fifth round. Now, if you ask me, whether it's the second or the fifth, at least like if it was me, at least I got picked. That's how I would look at it. You feel me? So yeah, it says the QB fell to the NFL draft's fifth round. Sanders selected by the Cleveland Browns with the 144th overall pick. That's a lot. That's a lot of picks. He was expected to go much earlier in the NFL draft. Well, honestly, at least you got picked. So yes, congratulations to Shadur Sanders, and I hope you make it big in the NFL. Good luck to you, my brother. So yeah, wait, how many rounds and picks are in the NFL draft? Okay. 7 rounds, each with 32 picks, with a total of 257 picks. Oof, that's a lot of picks. 7 rounds, too? But yeah, that's that. Again, congratulations to Shadur. Next up, yeah. Next up, we have so apparently there's a snack recession. According to CNN Business, chips and cookies have gotten way too expensive and shoppers are now buying less. Okay. This is well, I mean, ever since the prices of eggs, the prices of eggs are now $12, which I mean, Americans are cutting back on Doritos, Goldfish, and Hostess cakes. I haven't had Hostess cakes since I was a kid, so. And honestly, I'm good on those, so yeah. It's not for their health, however. It's a sign that even small indulgences have gotten too expensive for many to afford. Bro, how much are they? Customers are cutting back on non-essentials and stretching the value they get out of every dollar. Makes sense because on, literally everything is expensive now. 42% of customers say they are buying fewer snacks because of higher prices, according to Nick's February survey of 1,000 customers. People also stopped buying as many Goldfish crackers and Snyder's out of Hanover pretzels. Campbell, which owns both brands, saw a 2% drop in snacks during its latest quarter, noting that snack sales were weaker than anticipated. Well, hope you get through it. Okay. Here's something else. Snack prices have gone up more rapidly than other store items, while grocery prices have increased 23% since February of 2021. Prices for chips have increased to 29%, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The average price of a 16-ounce bag of potato chips last month was $6.50. In February 2021, the average price was $5.05, according to the BLS. Huh, wow. You know when I knew the prices of everything was going to go up? When they started charging for 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 freaking grocery bags. Now nowadays every grocery bag they charge you 10 cents for it. I mean, well, okay. I mean, if you ask for it, okay, me personally, I don't I don't pay for the bags. Yeah, I get them, but I don't pay for them. I'm just being honest. So yeah, there's that. Nah, but for real though, on to the next one. Yeah, the main reason, uh, wait, hold on. On to the next one. So, in case you aren't familiar with the news, um, there's a man by the name of, there's a boy by the name of Carmelo Anthony who who basically murdered another teen at the track meet that they were at. Now He's out on bond, and and here's what the accused murderer, Carmelo Anthony's family, plans to do with the 515K raised. That is a lot of money. Following questions about their Lux house. After his alleged stabbing of a high school football star became a viral case, according to the head of the donation site, most of the money will go to the 17-year-old's legal defense fund. Honestly, whether it's right or not, let him go. Let him go. Y'all let Kyle Rittenhouse go, so let Carmelo Anthony go. Scot free. Now, what will this require? This will require for Carmelo Anthony will have to put on the waterworks. This is where his acting will come into play. When Kyle Rittenhouse was doing his trial, he let them tears fly freely, and therefore invoked every ounce of white privilege that he had. Now, I do understand that Carmelo Anthony is a black man, right? Therefore, because he's black, he doesn't have. He has little to no privilege as a black man, and since he is a black man, his chances of getting off scot-free is slim to none. I'd hate to say it, but that's the unfortunate truth. He is a black man, so will he get off scot-free? Probably not. I don't know. That remains to be seen. I have high hopes for him, but we gon' see. His chances are slim to none. I will be honest. But yeah. So for those of you who don't know, Anthony, he admitted to the stabbing, and according to police, he claimed that it was in self-defense. So I hope that let me see. Anthony is accused of stabbing 17-year-old Austin Metcalf to death during a rain delay at a high school track meet. The teens got into a fight after Metcalf told Anthony to leave his team's tent, leading to an explosive altercation where Anthony allegedly pulled a knife from his bag and stabbed Metcalf in the chest. According to police, Metcalf died in the arms of his twin brother. I understand that must be rough for. Oh, and he had a twin. That's a homicide if I ever seen one. hopes and prayers, hopes and prayers to everyone involved, honestly. But yes, hopes and prayers to everyone involved. That's an unfortunate, uh, an unfortunate um, incident. I hope Carmelo Anthony and Luigi Mangione both get off scot free. That's all I have to say about that. Speaking of unfortunate events, Shannon Sharp. What in the world is going on with you, Shannon Sharp? You're getting sued by a white woman who's accusing you of SA. Now, according to this article from the US Sun, years of trouble. For years, Shannon Sharp was arrested at least twice for battering two different women decades before two latest lawsuits. That's unfortunate. The U.S. Sun can exclusively reveal that the famed NFL player turned sportscaster was charged with battery in '95 and '04. In one incident, Sharp, 56, got into an altercation with a woman at his Atlanta home in January 1995. A police spokesperson at the time said each said they were hit by the other. As a result, both Sharp and the woman, whom the U.S. Sun has chosen not to name, were charged with simple battery. The woman was also charged with destruction of property after she allegedly broke some glasses and things, according to the spokesperson speaking to the Washington Post at the time. Less than a decade later, the first take star found himself facing similar charges stemming from an incident with yet another woman inside his Atlanta home. That's great. A Fulton County clerk confirmed to the U.S. Sun that Sharp was charged with simple battery on July 22nd of '04. A woman claimed Sharp lifted her up to physically remove her from the home. The alleged incident occurred in June, and the woman reported it to police 2 weeks later. Yikes. That's unfortunate. Now for the current lawsuit. As the U.S. Sun exclusively reported last week, Shannon is facing a mound of more recent legal issues, stemming in part from a lawsuit filed by his former girlfriend, Michelle Bundy Evans, who accused the former NFL star of assaulting her. That's not the current law. Oh, this is a different one. The one the one that like a lot of people that a lot of people are seeing is the $50 million lawsuit. Now, it's been now it's been revealed that the person um, she's staying nameless, so we'll just call her Jane Doe. She's looking for 50 mil in, that's 50 mil in damages. Shannon tried to settle for 10 million, but she said no. Now, that isn't a good look, Shannon. And it's getting worse because she got she got you on recording saying that you were going to choke her, and it's like, and on top of that, she's a white woman. So, speaking of white women, Dr. Umar said in a video that, Mr. Shannon Sharpe, I heard you were dealing with a white woman. I heard you were dealing with the snow bunnies. Now I'm gonna stick by you, Shannon, Mr. Sharpe, on the condition that from now on, no more white women. Listen, say what you want about Dr. Umar, but he's consistent. He's consistent with his love for black women. I will give him that. But yeah, things are not looking good for Mr. Sharpe at all. I hope he gets through it. I really do. Now moving on. Bishop T.D. Jakes is stepping down. Now, in light of this, T.D. Jakes stepping down, I say good. Get Marvin Sapp out of here next. I want all corrupt pastors, all corrupt leaders to be gone, eradicated from this earth, because they don't need to be here. They don't. Bishop T.D. Jakes steps down from his megachurch and hands leadership over to his daughter and son-in-law. Aw, nepotism. How sweet. Nah, but for real though, T.D. Jakes announced he will be stepping down and handling leadership of the Potter's House Church, a non-denominational Christian church, to his daughter and her husband. On Sunday, Jakes, 67, announced his daughter, Sarah Jakes Roberts, and son-in-law, Toure Roberts, will take over the church, which he founded in 1996. Oh, the year I was born. That's nice. He made the announcement during an emotional sermon where he asked the congregation to welcome their new pastors with open arms. This is legacy, Jake said, not because they're kin, but because they are kind. Play on words, typical pastor stuff. They've immersed themselves into the DNA of this church for years. Well, that's nice. The pastor said that while he is stepping down from his current role, he wants to continue doing work with the community. As you, co-pastor-elect, I'm grateful, I'm honored, Jake's daughter said. Probably meant as your co-pastor-elect. I'm grateful, I'm honored, Jake's daughter said. As she was called onto the stage. As your daughter, I'm so happy you're going to get some rest. I mean, he's 67, so yeah. Okay, there are a lot of rumors about uh, Mr. Jakes that that were brought to light by Cat Williams, saying that he was involved with some things just like Diddy was. He was probably with Diddy. As for now, whether those things are true or not, I will never know. That's between Mr. Jakes and God himself. So it's not for me to say. It's not for me to judge him. I'm just being honest. Again, Marvin Sapp. Please let Marvin Sapp be next. So yeah. Last but not least, 100 men versus one gorilla. For everyone who's familiar, there's a trend going on about 100 men versus a gorilla. See, I asked Claude AI, which is basically the better version of ChatGPT, about this, and this is what they had to say. So, hold on, let me find it. Okay, okay. So, basically, Claude said, let me break down the key factors in this unusual matchup. Silverback gorilla advantages. They have immense strength, roughly 4 to 10 times stronger than the average human. They have thick skin and dense muscle structure, natural weaponry, teeth and powerful arms, and speed and agility despite its size. And they weigh 300 to 400 pounds. Human advantages: numbers, 100 versus 1, coordinate, coordination and strategy potential, ability to form defensive formations, stamina. Humans have superior endurance. The outcome would likely depend on whether the humans are coordinated or panicked. The environment of the encounter. If the humans have any preparation time, those are all very good. I mean, statistics. Let's be honest. Um, Let me see. Most zoologists and primatologists would suggest that with proper coordination, 100 men would ultimately prevail. Though with potential casualties, the gorilla, while incredibly powerful, would eventually tire and be overwhelmed by numbers. Both cases are definitely possible. Either the gorilla would win, or 100 humans. They just have to be dedicated to it. Which, I mean, okay, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Maybe in some cases the gorilla would win, and in other cases the humans would win. But maybe, who knows? Here's a video I found about it on TikTok.
I can tell you right now, I would not join a modern day hunting party of men because the question is 100 men versus one full grown silverback gorilla. And there are people out there like this that are saying that 100 guys would win. And no, they wouldn't. I don't know. Just flat out no. A gorilla's skin, you can't bite through it. Their bones, somewhere between 2 and 4 times as thick and dense as ours. Their hand, like their grip force, is something like 1,300 pounds. That means that with one hand, they could crush your skull. But dudes, this is what you're fighting. When they stand up, they are 6 feet tall. They weigh about 400 pounds on average. They can lift, press, or pull somewhere between 2,000 to 4,000 pounds. For some perspective, that's enough to tear your arm or your leg off. There's guys out here trying to rationalize this, being like, well, we're endurance animals and all that stuff. This thing could operate at a quarter of its strength and still body bag you. And we haven't even addressed the fact that even if you get close enough, you can't damage it. Thick skin, super dense bones, wrapped in an insane amount of muscle. You couldn't hit this hard enough to break anything. Like, its femur is twice the size of yours. I want you to look at that skull. That skull could headbutt you and cave your face in, to say nothing of all the teeth. Then we come down here. Each one of these appendages is a death area. And even if you don't die, you're going to be missing or have a crushed limb. You're out of the fight until it decides to come and clean you up. And I loved some of the crazy hunting tactics because they're like, well, we would just swarm and what are you going to get? Maybe 6, 10 humans at the same time. And we would grab its limbs and spread it out. These are going to crush you. It can pull you toward it harder than you can. What are you going to do once you have a hold of its limbs? Yeah, you're going to die because it's going to crush you or pull you into its mouth and bite your head off. You should also know that I have a secret classroom, which you can find by...
Now, he brought up some very valid points. I feel like people are forgetting that the gorilla gorillas are very strong. They can pull 4,000 pounds, you said? Yeah, so and with that in mind, I think the gorilla might be more successful in winning than people realize. So yeah, there's that. But either way, yeah, I think after this episode releases, we can end it. Yeah, we can end this debate. The gorillas got it. So yeah. With that being said, I don't know. Ooh, would you rather? Let me see. Okay. Would you rather have sex with someone with really bad BO or have sex with someone with really bad breath? Bad breath. If you have bad BO, go to the white lab coats, please. Okay. Would you rather have a partner who snores loudly every night or have a partner who always farts in their sleep? I'll take the farts. Would you rather be on top or be on the bottom? I mean, either way. I don't mind being on the bottom, I'll be honest. So, I'll be on the bottom. 50-50. Would you rather write your partner a love letter or sing your partner a song? Write my partner a love letter. Yeah, that's my stance on that. Um, okay, let me see. Okay, up next, FMLs. Okay, thwack. Okay. Today in marching band, the guy in front of me backed up too far. As we turned, the back of his trombone hit mine, smashing it into my lip. I had to finish the song, all while sending blood down my horn. Oh, your life sucks. I hope you're okay. Brave. Today I found out that my ex slept with someone during a work trip and came back to break up with me. Oh. He spent the whole breakup making me think that the problem in the relationship was me. Damn. Your life sucks. Okay. Anyway, today I just passed an important exam. Hours after I passed, I felt a tickle down my throat. I felt a tickle in my throat. I have COVID. I feel like shit. FML. Yikes. Well, I mean, at least you passed. Let's move on to some spicy ones. Okay. Today I couldn't wait to get home and get my boyfriend naked, which I did. Although, to be honest, popping every single pimple in the rash on his back was not the kind of foreplay I had in mind. Okay. Okay, anyway. Today I never felt like a hoe before until I was at a party where someone decided we needed to play Never Have I Ever. Oh, that's always a fun game. I'd done everything sexual that people were coming up with. I actually felt disgusted at myself. I might need Jesus. Yikes. Your life sucks. I guess. But hey, at least you're experienced, so yeah. Today I went to a really hot chick I've known for years' house because she said her soon-to-be ex-husband had gone on a business trip for work. While I was uh, while I was sitting in the house with a ton of cologne on and a fresh shave, the husband walked in. Oh no! Looked at me and said, "What's up? Guess I'm not getting laid." FML. Bro, you don't understand how 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 wrong that how wrong of a turn that could have gotten. You feel me? Her soon-to-be ex-husband. Jesus, you're lucky you didn't get shot, sir. The fuck. Today I realized I might have some issues. After some amazing, satisfying rough sex, I I started having incredible pain. Oh no. I went to the hospital and discovered I'd asked him to beat me so hard that he'd cracked a rib. What? Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh man. Oh. Yeah, maybe you just stop that rough sex activity. Like, take it easy for a while. Jesus. Today I found out that my ex, he's 35, tried soliciting sex from one of my friend's daughters, she's 22, and a few other friends as well. To make it all worse, I just found out this fuckboy has oh no. He has herpes and contracted it while cheating on me. Oh no. That man needs to be put down. Oh man. Well, that was the FML segment. Now it's time for the HuffPost news. HuffPost news, HuffPost news, HuffPost news, HuffPost news, HuffPost. Okay, without further ado, Gene Hackman's final autopsy contains chilling detail. Oof. Here's the history behind wolves and seraphites in The Last of Us. That is not my Ellie. I've said it before and I'll say it again. That is not my Ellie. Bella Ramsey is not my Ellie. Demi Moore weighs in on going gray. Ooh. And one way she won't be changing her hair anytime soon. Cool. RuPaul's Drag Race favorite Jiggly Caliente dead at 44. R.I.P. R.I.P. Jiggly. R.I.P. Wife of Weezer bassist shot by police wields gun in new video. Watch. No thanks, I'm good. Tina Knowles reveals why she placed Beyonce and Solange in therapy. Oh, that sounds rough. Especially after that elevator incident, that sounds rough. Gwyneth Paltrow welcomes back carbs, and social media users find it hard to digest. Okay. Tina Fey has something to say about those Golden Girls reboot rumors. Mickey Rourke is suing Celebrity Big Brother after making anti-gay comments on the show. Billy Ray Cyrus says a surprise text sparked his romance with Elizabeth Hurley. Oh. Go ahead, get your groove on, Billy Ray. I see you. Respectfully, of course. I'm not reading the ones about Trump. Terrence Howard rejected Marvin Gaye role because he wouldn't kiss a man. Honestly, I respect it. I'm not gonna lie. New Harry Potter star responds to calls for him to leave the series over J.K. Rowling backlash. It is what it is at this point. Penn Badgley fought to be as naked as possible in You season finale for this earnest reason. I'll be honest, I don't know what season this is, but I haven't watched this season of You, nor have I watched the last season. I need to catch up. Lily Gladstone embraces her evolving sexuality amid new film's success. Nice. Eric Church says, Las Vegas shooting broke him. That's unfortunate. Canadian comic Mike Myers defends angry SNL digs at Trump and Elon Musk. Okay. I don't care. Anyway. With that being said, this has been another episode of the Nah But For Real Though podcast. Please always remember that life is pain, life is painful, and yet life's too short to be serious 24/7. So smile sometimes. And with that being said, thank you all for listening to my podcast. And please feel free to follow me on IG, Twitter, because I'm not calling it X. My IG is greenmachine_23. That's GREENMACHINE_23. That's the Instagram. The Twitter and the TikTok is of FAMO FAMO_GOODLOVE 23. And yeah, that's also my name on Blue Sky if you're on that. So yeah, feel free to follow me.